Very good afternoon, everyone, as we welcome you to the Collinsville Sports Complex here in Collinsville as we get you set for some Lady Kahok Softball as your Collinsville Kahawks take on the Civic Memorial Lady Eagles. And we welcome you in to the Chiropractic Works pregame show, here on the Kahok Sports Network. Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville, or give them a call at 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Kahawks come into this contest at 0-3. Civic Memorial, they have not had a chance to play a game yet this year as they had their first two games wiped out due to weather against Altough and Bunker Hill, so this will be their first game of the year. Collinsville, of course, coming off of a doubleheader loss to Normal over the weekend, and I had a chance to talk to Collinsville head coach Brett Swip about that doubleheader and more. We'll broach that next on the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. It is a beautiful Monday afternoon, and we're ready for some girls softball action as your Lady Kahawks return home to take on Civic Memorial. And joining us now is Collinsville Kahawk Lady Softball head coach Brett Swip. Coach, before we get to the field of play, you guys had your annual trivia night on Saturday, one of the biggest fundraisers for your softball team. Tell us how that went.
Yeah, it was great. I think the tough thing was we had a doubleheader that day, and then all the kids and coaches and parents all went pretty much straight over to Knights of Columbus here in Collinsville, the hall there, and it was a very successful event. A lot of tables from the community. We felt really supported by the community, and Coach Hoffman was the MC for the night, so he played some music trivia for everybody, and the girls were troopers, man. They played a long day of softball, and also, as part of it is you take care of your field, you take care of your equipment, you fundraise. That's part of the student-athlete experience, so it was a great day.
Who was the big winner?
I don't know. I think the Asbeck family, Jerica Asbeck's parents, I remember seeing them on one of the winning tables. There was actually, I think they may have gotten all of them right, so it was pretty amazing because I know my team didn't do that well.
I was going to ask that, so you saved me one more question. All right, let's talk about the field of play. You mentioned the doubleheader. Let's go back to Saturday in that doubleheader. The first game you lost to Normal 5-2. Talk to me about that game.
Yeah, it was a good competitive game. We've strategically put Normal in on our schedule this year because we anticipate that they're going to be around the sectionals. They always are the sectionals of the state tournament. So we ended up dropping the Lebanon. We played them for the past handful of years in doubleheader, and they were just a smaller school that we wouldn't necessarily see in playoffs. So it's important that we start getting some competition that we may see towards the end of the year in May and June. That's one of our players said after Saturday was, man, we can't wait to see them again in late May or June, and that's what this is about. They had a girl on the mound throwing pretty good. We gave up 3 runs in the first inning on a call, but man, Kendra Butcher, she really threw a nice game, neutralized them for quite a while, and it was a good competitive game. It was a Coach Smith, our athletic director, was here, and he's like, man, that felt like a playoff softball game. So those are the types of games you want to play as much as you can.
Kelly Reynolds pitched in the next game, a game you guys had a lead for most of that game.
Yeah, Kaylee came out and gave us a really good start. You know, she came out through she threw 5 innings. 4 innings were very effective. She's a sophomore. You know, both of our pitchers are sophomores, so it was a good experience for her. I think that was her first varsity start, and she kept us in it. We had some miscues. You know, we just didn't have the stamina. That was a word that we talked about a lot on Saturday. We just a couple roller coasters, and again, we're just trying to get our feet underneath us. Haven't played a lot right now, and no excuse either as anybody else, but we just ran out of gas, and we also need to address that a little bit in our off-season programming next year.
You don't seem that concerned about starting out of the gates 0-3.
No, you know, I mean, gosh, everybody seems so caught on that we won 20, you know, whatever games it was last year, 23, 24 games, and you know, I'm just going to be frank, we dropped 5 opponents, you know, and the 5 that we dropped were 5 wins. So, you know, we're not chasing wins. It's been 2007, I think, since the regional's been won by Kahok Softball, and that's just too long. And the only way we're going to do that is, you know, we can't just rack up the wins and rack up the W's against smaller school teams. We gotta play what we're going to see. You know, our conference is strong. Our regional will be strong. You know, whoever gets out of regional usually makes it to sectional, super sectionals, you know, and gets close to the state tournament. So we gotta prepare like that. I've been coaching long enough. I got enough wins behind my name, and but it's like I told the kids, man, they'll forget the wins, but they will not forget the dog pile. You know, the dog pile that you have on a field with your teammates. I've been fortunate enough as a player and a coach to have a few myself, and I don't forget any of those. I remember those clear as day, and you know, I don't know how many games those teams won, you know, that we played that, you know, in those years. So that's what it is about us. I mean, some programs may be different, but that's what Kahok Softball is going to be about.
And that's the way I think most high school coaches probably should look at things, even if they don't. It's really not about what your record is in the regular season. It's having a good season and getting you prepared for the playoffs.
Yeah, it's about growth. You know, I'm a firm believer in growth mindset, and that just means that every day that you do something, you should do it, try to get better. Whether that's in, you know, in your line of work, Todd, whether it's in my line of work, whether it's in kids' schooling or sports, I just believe in that. If you're too afraid of getting uncomfortable, you know, and it's uncomfortable, right? I mean, we're trying to pick up a game this weekend against Joliet West, you know, out of Joliet, Illinois, you know, and they were in the state tournament last year as well. So we're trying to get uncomfortable because that's just what Kahok Softball needs, and we need to get over the hump of mediocrity or over the hump of being, you know, second fiddle, and the way we got to do that is we got to compete against the tough teams in the state of Illinois.
Got Civic Memorial at your place this afternoon. You guys really kind of took it to them last year.
Yeah, I remember we jumped on them last year. We played them in a different time of year last year. We played them towards the end of the season, and they were a little bit beaten down with some injuries. So I imagine they'll give us a pretty good run here. This is going to be a tough one for us. You know, they're old. They got a senior on the mound, and up the middle, they got a couple girls that I know are college bound. So we're very familiar with them. We know who their competitors are, and so I imagine they want to get a little revenge to us. And earlier in the year, you know, they'll have a full roster today, so I'm looking forward to see how we come out. We responded well on Saturday from our game Thursday, so we'll see what we bring today. This is a midweek game, you know, a weekday game, and it's always interesting coming from school and coming from, you know, a busy weekend to see how we respond. I'm anxious for this game.
All right, well, good luck out there.
All right, thanks, Todd.
That is Coach Brett Swip of your Collinsville Lady Kahok softball team. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll set the starting lineups for you. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200. And once again, we welcome you back into the broadcast booth here at the Collinsville Sports Complex as we get you ready for this softball tilt between Collinsville and Civic Memorial. We apologize. This game is not being broadcast or live streamed. We could not get our hotspot to work, so those of you watching this or watching the recorded version of it, and because I cannot connect to a hotspot, I cannot get the Muscuda Indians logo off of my scoreboard because I can't get onto the internet to download the appropriate one. So that's first and foremost. Here are your starting lineups. We'll begin with Civic Memorial. They will lead off with Jenna Christensen. She will bat first, play shortstop. Kelby Zupan will bat second and play center field. Gracie Brown bats in the number 3 hole and plays first base. In the cleanup spot, right fielder Rebecca Harkey. Allie Hardy is in left field and batting 5th. In the 6th spot, Kate Griffith, and she will hold down the hot corner at third base. Ella Middleton will be over at second base and batting 7th. Batting 8th is Allie Halstead. She is the designated player. And Braylon Cox will be behind the plate, catching Caitlin Wren, who is the flex player, not batting here and just doing some pitching. And for Collinsville, Lizzie Sauer will lead things off and play center field, followed by Adriana Hall. She'll bat second and play left field. R.J. Simpson is over at first base, batting third. Riley Doyle in the cleanup spot, playing third base today. Heather Martinez is playing second base and batting 5th. Batting 6th, and the designated player today, the flex player, is Sam Brakebill. Kendra Butcher is in the pitcher's circle. She will bat 7th. Mackenzie Lawrence will be doing the catching of Kendra Butcher behind the plate and bat 8th. And Darby Tarrant is at shortstop and batting 9th. Natalie Becker will be playing right field and not batting as the flex player today. Talked about Adriana Hall a little bit. Second in the lineup today in that doubleheader against Normal. She went 6 for 7 with 1 run scored as we bring in Chris Kettler. And, Chris, that was a mixed bag of results in that doubleheader Saturday.
Well, Cahoks jumped on Normal's second pitcher there in the second game, had a big lead, and Normal just chipped away a little bit, and then they saw the opportunity and brought in some more of their Normal starters in there, and then capitalized and got a couple runs off of Butcher at the end. And then it was just some errors there back there in the first game that led to Normal's runs, and there's too much of a lead there for the Cahoks to overcome in that first game.
Games of lots of singles, lots of walks. Heather Martinez was the only Lady Kahok to have an extra base hit in that doubleheader, and she had a double in the first game. We are ready to go. Here is Jenna Christensen. She leads off and plays shortstop. In the outfield, you have Hall in left field, Sauer in center, and Becker over in right as Butcher fires her first pitch, and it sleeks right through the hole between third and second base. Just like that, Civic Memorial has themselves a base runner.
Well, that's what you want if you're CM. Set the tone here. First batter gets on, pulls it down that hole in the between shortstop and third.
Kelby Supan, the center fielder, will step up next for Civic Memorial. Both teams wearing purple today. Collinsville wearing the purple pants while CM is wearing the purple jerseys. There's a throw down to first base, and Christensen is back in safely. Zupan plays center field, bats second. Infield, Doyle at third, Tarrant at shortstop, Martinez is at second, Simpson is at first, and of course Kendra Butcher in the pitcher's circle, and Lawrence behind the plate. Zupan, one outside, next one, swing and a little floater that goes right over first base into the outfield. Becker has it, and she'll bring it back in with a throw to Butcher, to the infield and right at the pitcher's circle, and Civic Memorial starts off with runners on the corners. And Chris, this is their first game. They got their first 2 games wiped out.
Yeah, unfortunate that you'd like to have gotten out there last week, the first week of the season, but weather wasn't cooperating with them. Second batter there goes up and got one late that hung up there and pulled it the other way.
Gracie Braun fouls one over into the CM dugout area. So we have some stats to pass along to you from last year. Gracie Braun was a .329 hitter last year. She had 12 RBIs with 1 home run and a couple of doubles mixed in with the rest of her singles. She stands in from the right side. Nice, beautiful, sunshiny day. Temperature right around the 50-degree mark. And not a lot of wind, so that's nice compared to what we saw. Here's a chance for 2. Tarrant over to second. Safe. As coming in a little late was Heather Martinez. She kind of slid into the bag just as the ball was being thrown by Tarrant. And Tarrant didn't help herself out at all by hesitating a little bit on that play. 1 run home.
Tarrant had to wait on Martinez as she arrived at the same time as Zupan, and Zupan beats out the play there at second base.
So fielder's choice allows Braun to reach, but the run comes home. First and second, nobody out till here in this first inning as that pitch misses inside. Ball 1. So all 3 of the first batters have reached. Rebecca Harkey, the right fielder, is up to the plate now trying to extend it as Butcher gets one in there on the inside corner for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. 1 run already home. Runner at second, Kelby Zupan. Runner at first, Gracie Braun. Rebecca Harkey, the right fielder, is up at the plate. And the next one from Butcher on the way. That one's right down the middle. Called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Wind is not going to be a factor here. Right now, the American flag in center field kind of limp. It moves around every once in a while, so really not much of a factor at all. Here's a pitch that's low, and that'll even the count at 2-2.
Vast difference on the wind from the last 2
Oh,
games.
yeah.
Especially on Thursday when it was 40 miles an hour out there.
Yeah, that was rough. Lucas Angelo, by the way, is the new coach for Civic Memorial. Swing and a miss, 1 strike out, and 1 down as Harkey goes down swinging. That will bring up Allie Hardy, the left fielder. Allie Hardy played last year as well. Batted .216 with 8 RBIs and 4 home runs. You'd figure she would have more than 8 RBIs with 4 home runs on the year, wouldn't you?
Almost, you would think so. Drive in some other runs.
Yeah.
Home runs.
Swing and a miss off the offering from Butcher. Lucas Angelo took over for Mike Eddy, who was the head coach at CM for 16 years. 251 wins, 237 losses for Coach Eddy. Next pitch, another swing and a miss. Butcher took a little off of that one. And Eddy took CM to a 4th place finish at state in 2011. They went 30-7 that year. That is the only hardware that CM has garnered over the last few decades as far as going to state is concerned. Just the 1 trip, and they came away with 4th. Swinging a shot back to Butcher. Butcher will throw over to first for the sure out. Everybody else moves up a bag, and now there are 2 outs.
She wasn't able to get much on that. Just hit it right back to the pitcher. Runners will move up. 2 down.
Kate Griffith, the third baseman, will come in to bat. Griffith last year batted .253 with 11 runs batted in. She had a triple and 4 doubles, no home runs. As she stands in from the right side. A steady diet of right-handed batters here for CM. 1 run already home. Second and third, and there's a shot down the first base line, but that goes foul. Right idea, though.
Yeah, pitch is up there. Batter was a little late on it.
That was my thing when I played softball. I'm a lefty, so I batted from the left side, and everybody would move over toward the right field line, and I'd just smack one down the left field line. Swing and a miss, and foul actually. Stays at home plate. But that's a little bit different when it's a slow pitch. You have more time to react and adjust. I'd probably make a fool out of myself out here batting against these girls throwing that hard. Nothing into the count. 2 outs. One more strike could get us out of the inning with only 1 run scored. Here's the next pitch. This one's outside. Ball 1. 1 ball. 2 strikes. 1 run home. Runners at second and third.
Like to avoid the big damage here. Get this last strike. Leave him with only 1 run.
That's the plan. Here comes the 1-2. Swinging a slow roller down third base line. Up with it is Doyle and over to first base. A nice play and a nice stretch over there by R.J. Simpson, and the inning comes to a close. But CM does pick up 1 run on a couple of base hits. They strand 2. We head to the bottom of the first inning. We'll be back with the Kahawks first at bat in a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Let's also thank the Collegeville Education Association. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education. For more information, you can visit the Collegeville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website, collinsvillecea.org. Warming up outside, folks. Wednesday is the first day of spring, and it's starting to feel like it and look like it. Sunshine always helps.
Fingers are crossed that we're past all the crazy winter stuff.
I know. Well, last winter lasted into April. We had
halfway through April.
Yeah, we had a game that was snowed out, I believe, on April the 4th. And then, of course, that freezing cold game we went to in Waterloo on April the 7th. Yeah, it was like the middle of April before things finally warmed up. So hopefully this year we get a little bit of a head start on the warm-up. I think temperatures are going to start creeping up into the 60s this weekend. So that'll be nice. Collinsville coming to the bat for the first time. Lizzie Sauer, Adriana Hall, and R.J. Simpson to bat here in this inning if anyone can get on, and we hope they do. Riley Doyle, who made a good play over at third base, will get a chance to bat. Lizzie Sauer, 375 so far on the young year. 1 run batted in. She stands in from the right side, and she will face Caitlin Wren. And the first pitch is inside. Wren last year did play and did pitch. She pitched in 23 games and had an 8-14 record to her credit. 130 innings, 95 runs. All those were earned. 5.10 earned run average. She gave up 18 home runs last year, did this pitcher. So you got a chance at a long ball against this one. 1-1. Slow roller over to Griffith at third base and up to Brown over at first base for out number 1. Play goes 5-3. First out, and that brings up Adriana Hall.
I believe Wren also pitched last year against the Kahawks. Kahawks got all over in there in the first couple innings there and knocked her out of the game in about the 3rd inning. And the Kahawks went on to win something like 13-1.
13-1 was the final score in that game. And here is Adriana Hall, the first lefty batter of the day. She looks at one outside. Yeah, 13-1. Sam Brakebill went 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs and a double in that game. Heather Martinez and Riley Simpson also had an RBI in that contest. This one's high and outside. Kahawks had 2 runs in the first, and they put together 7 runs in the second inning, and then 4 in the third. They did all of their scoring in the first 3 innings of that game. Wren ready with the 2-0. That one hits the outside corner, 2-1. Hardy, Zupan, and Harkey from left to right in the outfield for Civic Memorial. Griffith down at third, Christensen at second, Christensen at short, Middleton at second, and Brown at first as the next pitch is outside. 3-1 now to Adriana Hall. Caitlin Wren on the mound and pitching to Cox. Wren's ready with the 3-1. Foul ball straight back to the screen on a little Swinging bunt attempt there by Hall. R.J. Simpson waits in the on-deck circle. Here comes the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Hall goes down on strikes. Probably should have let that one go.
Yeah, that one was a bit high. Then committed a late swing to it. Swings through it, and Hall strikes out.
R.J. Simpson steps up to the plate. Riley, 273 batter so far on the year. Back-to-back lefties here for Brett Swip and his Collinsville K-Hawks.
Got plenty of those.
They do. Next pitch on the way, outside. 1-1. K-Hawks 0-3, trying to pick up their first win on the year.
Like Coach said, it's about new challenges here, and not too concerned about starting 0-3, knowing they've played some tougher teams.
And apparently they have added a very tough team onto the schedule. Joliet West will come into town and play a game here Friday night.
Yeah, Joliet West won regional last year, and they're going to play Collinsville Friday night and play Edwardsville and O'Fallon on Saturday.
Nice.
They're ready for a challenge.
Outside, and they're going to peel down to first base, see if she swung.
Not much of a swing there, but I guess it was enough.
I don't know how you can appeal down to first base when your best view is down the third base line when the left-handed batter swings. And Coach Brett Swip coming up and talking to the home plate umpire about just that. How could you talk to the guy down at first base? You have a better view of it than he does. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. And that one is inside. And another full count. Back-to-back batters full count. Hall struck out. We'll see what R.J. Simpson does. Trying to get on base and stretch this inning to Riley Doyle, who waits in the on-deck circle. Next pitch, swing and a shot up the middle, and that gets through. Collinsville has their first base runner and their first base hit. Belongs to R.J. Simpson, and she does indeed extend the inning to Riley Doyle. Doyle on the young year, batting .300. 1 run batted in. All 3 of her hits have been singles. Riley steps in from the right side. Pitch, high. Ball 1. Civic Memorial kind of sporting some jerseys out there that look like they came from the 1970s Pittsburgh Pirates.
At least they're not all wearing hoodies.
Yeah, that's true. They are wearing jerseys, and I can see numbers. Next pitch, bunt. It's a good one. Down the third baseline. Up with it is Griffith. Over to first, not in time. Down to second base goes R.J. Simpson. And a nice piece of hitting there by Riley Doyle. She saw that the third baseman was playing back toward the bag, so why not go for a bunt? Turns into a hit. Back-to-back hits. Have K-Hawks at first and second, and here comes Heather Martinez.
I got surprised by the bunt there. The first baseman came charging in too, and then the second baseman was late to cover, so Doyle was able to beat it out.
Martinez swings at one and going to try Griffith once again. This time she is true with her throw, and Collinsville strands a couple runners, could not get anything across. We'll head now to the top of the second inning. Civic Memorial still up 1-0. Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Well, let's also go ahead and thank Metro East Roofing and Guttering. They are locally owned and operated, have been since 1987 by brothers and K-Hawk alums Tony and Corey Jones. Metro East Roofing and Guttering can help with your roofing, guttering, and siding needs. They're located at 1231 Lebanon Road in Collinsville. Metro East Roofing and Guttering is the hometown company you know and trust. Give them a call, 618-345-5679 today for your free estimate. And on Facebook, Metro East Roofing and Guttering. We move now to the top of the second inning. Collinsville had a chance to play to run across, but they get 2 runners on after 2 runners were already out, so that never helps matters along. And maybe we can figure it out and get it next inning.
Well, Butcher settled down there after the first 3, put the ball in play. Last inning, tired the next 3 batters. They only gave up the 1 run. Good thing was she kept the ball down on the ground there. They didn't really hit any in the air there, nothing too long.
Here is Ella Middleton. It'll be the bottom 3 in the order here for Civic Memorial. Middleton, Halstead, and Cox to face Butcher. Middleton first from the right side, right down the middle for a called strike 1. Middleton didn't see any time last year on the varsity side of things. I don't have a roster, so I'm not sure what grade she's in anyway.
Pete says she's a freshman.
That's why. She would not be on the varsity team last year. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Unless they borrowed her from the middle school. I don't think you're allowed to do that.
Definitely not.
No. Butcher looks in to Lawrence. Has her sign, brings it, and that's a strike on the outside corner, called strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the game now for Butcher. 1 swinging and 1 looking. That'll bring up Halstead, Halstead. Playing the role of designated player today. She stands in from the right side as well. And the pitch on the way, inside, ball 1. Yep, guess I'll have to be going to the store tomorrow to get myself a new hotspot, which I really can't afford. I have spent all my Kahok Sports money this year on my car. 2-0 the count after 3 straight strikes to Middleton to get her out. Halstead has looked at 2 out of the strike zone, now swings and fouls this one down the first base line.
So what happens here, we play these baseball, softball games off campus here, down here in the parks, and can't get on that school Wi-Fi. Maybe someday.
Well, Collinsville Parks Department is supposed to be putting Wi-Fi in all of their parks. And Woodland Park does have Wi-Fi, but it cuts off at 6 o'clock. No Wi-Fi out here yet, but I understand they are going to work on it. Tarrant at shortstop comes up with it, throws over to Simpson at first base, and 2 away.
Well, I got to say, would make sense to have it down here. That cuts off at
yeah, I know.
6 o'clock. These fields get full, nighttime, 5, 6, 7 o'clock when people get
We are
here.
close to the middle school, but not close enough to pick up their Wi-Fi, which is the same Wi-Fi that they use over at the high school. So if I was close enough, believe me, I would be on it. Here is Braylon Cox, number 9 batter in the order. That one's a little low and outside. Ball 1, 1-0. 2 outs, top of the second, 1-0 in favor of Civic Memorial out of Bethalto, Illinois. Butcher ready to go with the next. Here it comes. Swinging a foul straight back to the screen. 1-1. Of course, all of the Southwestern Conference winter sports athletes were recognized with all Southwestern Conference teams today. Collinsville very well represented in every sport, boys basketball, girls basketball, both the girls and the boys bowling teams, and the wrestlers. Butcher has a high pop fly on the infield, and a 1-2-3 inning will put things to a close. We head now to the home half of the second inning. Civic Memorial still has a 1-0 lead. Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their second year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Clubhouse, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online, sloanspubhouse.com. Let's thank the Junior Service Club of Collinsville. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go to help the needy in Collinsville. If you would like information on anything that the Junior Service Club is putting on or sponsoring, just head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, click on events, and you will be set to go. That'll take care of all of the events you need to know about being put on by the Collinsville Junior Service Club. Bottom of the second is where we are. Sam Breakbill, Kendra Butcher, and Mackenzie Lawrence due to bat here in the second inning. If anyone can get on, the number 9 hitter, Darby Tarrant, will have a chance to bat. Well, the pitcher does have a hoodie on, but at least she has a hoodie with her number on
Numbers on it. So.
Yeah.
Plus, one person has to at least know who it is.
Well, last year she was wearing number 33. I'm not sure what she's wearing this year, if that's her true number or not. Yep, it is. Apparently she changed her number and bought a hoodie to go along with it. Here is Sam Breakbill. Sam batting .250 on the year, 1 run batted in. That 1 run batted in came off of her only hit so far in the first 3 games of the year. First one is a ball, and the next one from Caitlin Wren on the way. That one's a strike. 1-1. Bottom of the second. Civic Memorial picked up a run in their half of the first, and that's where we stand right now. That one's high. 2-1. Well, got boys baseball Wednesday. Our first look at the boys baseball team after they split a doubleheader with Breeze over the weekend. Breeze Central. Lopsided scores on both ends. Collinsville lost the first game by a lopsided score and won the second game by a lopsided score. 3-1 the count to Breakbill, and that one is a called strike.
Let that go.
And another full count. Wren has had 3 full counts in this game thus far. Swinging a chance for the shortstop. Up with it is Christensen. Over to first in time to Brown. And 1 away.
Yeah, one was a little too much to lay off of. Just didn't get enough of that. Last one was a bit outside, and you didn't want to swing at that one on a 3-1 count. Just couldn't draw the walk.
First game in that doubleheader against Breeze, Collinsville lost 13-3, and then they came back and won the second game 14-4. Swing and a bouncer that ends up foul for Kendra Butcher. Butcher on the year, 400 so far. No runs batted in and just a couple of hits in her 5 at-bats as she stands in from the left side. Looks at one outside. 1-1. One pitch on the way to Butcher, and that one's outside as well. 2-1 the count. Mackenzie Lawrence waits on deck. Next delivery, swinging a slow roller out in front of the mound, picking it up and throwing it over at first. In time is Griffith to get Butcher. Back-to-back groundouts. Collinsville is down to their final out here in this second inning, and it'll be up to Mackenzie Lawrence to keep the line moving for Darby Tarrant.
It's another one Butcher just drove down on the ground, and it ends up as that ground out to short.
Lawrence has had 3 at-bats looking for her first hit.
Started the second game of the doubleheader Saturday at catcher. Now back out there again today as a catcher.
Next delivery on the way. Swinging a shot down the third base line, right into and out of the glove, and a throw over to first base. No chance for Griffith to rebound from having that ball pop out of her glove. Boy, that was a rifle shot down the third base line. And Griffith had it pop out of her glove, and then it went behind her, and she turned around and picked it up and threw over to first base, not in time.
Good rip at it. Like a little more elevation on it. Might have gone down the line a bit more, but third baseman couldn't knock it down. And they brought in a runner for
Darby Tarrant up to the plate now. Madison Reckline running at first base, and trying to bunt is Darby Tarrant up there with 2 outs. Runner on at first. American flag in center field is totally limp. Now a pitcher and the catcher want to talk things over. 1-0 is the count to Tarrant. 2 outs. Runner at first base. That's Madison Reckline. Here's the next pitch, and that one is a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to the number 9 hitter here for Collinsville, Darby Tarrant. She can get on. Lizzie Sauer will have a chance to bat here in the second. Next pitch from Wren. That one's high. 2-1.
oh, runners on bases again this inning for the Kahawks after the first 2 get out.
Swing and a bouncer back to Wren. She'll scoop it up and throw over to first base in time for the out. Collinsville strands their third base runner of the day, and we head to the top of the third inning with Civic Memorial still leading your Collinsville Kahawks 1-0.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Todd Duke, Chris Kettler back with you here at the Collinsville Sports Complex. We have arrived to the third inning. Civic Memorial plating a run in the first inning off of a couple of base hits. They have themselves a 1-0 lead. That's where we stand right now, and it is going to be back to the top of the order here for the Eagles, and Jenna Christensen, who has scored the only run here in this game after leading off the game with a base hit. She stands in from the right side and is ready to face Kendra Butcher. Pretty nice crowd on both sides. Next, first pitch, misses. Then we'll have some girls soccer action for you on Thursday night.
First game on the new turf.
First game of the new turf, and I believe it's a first conference game too, right?
I don't know.
Belleville East, I think.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. I can't remember. I don't have the schedule with me, but I believe so. 1-1 the count to Christensen. She's ready. So is Butcher. Here's the pitch. A little bit low, ball 1. Oh, I have my live stream schedule here, though, don't I? Butcher gets ready for another. It's on the way and in the dirt, low.
Yeah, falls behind 3-1 here with that one in the dirt.
Yes, Belleville East, Thursday.
Yeah, that's what they're doing this year in soccer. They're going to play everybody now twice in the conference, home and away now.
It's a little different, huh?
Something new, apparently.
Yeah. 3-1 the count to Christensen, and that's a strike. Hits the inside corner, full count. First full count today to a Eagles batter.
I guess with Granite out of the conference, otherwise that would have only been 5 conference games. I guess they want something a little more challenging.
All right. Here comes that payoff pitch, and back to Butcher it goes. She'll turn around and throw in time over to first base. Out number 1.
7 in a row. Gotten out after the first 3. Got on and CM scored a run.
Well, 7 straight since then. Here is Kelby Zupan. Zupan singled her first time up, too. Zupan. Ready to go. In the dirt. Back to the screen. And Butcher climbs back on top of the pitching rubber. She's ready to go. Here's the pitch, swinging a fly ball out into the gap in right center field. That one rolls all the way to the warning track and then off of a foot and all the way to the wall. Throwing it in, and over at third base is going to be Zupan with a stand-up triple.
Hitting the gap there, and then Sauer tried to glove it and fumbled it a little bit. Might not have mattered.
I don't think it was going to, yeah.
There. And, yeah, triple there. First one that CM really got up in the air there for a fly ball, and most everything's been ground balls. But it'll be a 1-out triple.
Sure will be. Yeah, I think she was going to make it to third anyway. Gracie Braun is ready to see if she can send that runner home that's just 60 feet away. As Civic Memorial tries to double up on the run total here. Butcher ready to go. This one's outside. Ball 1. Brown reached on a fielder's choice and knocked in the game's only run thus far, so she has a chance for a 2 RBI day here. Butcher hoping she can save that for another day. Here's the 1-0. Outside. Nice dig out of the dirt there by Lawrence, or that one was going to go back to the screen. Two and 0. Runner at third, 1 out. Top of the third, 1-0 Eagles. That one's on the outside corner for a called strike 1, 2-1 the count. Butcher looks into Lawrence, and she's ready to go. Swing and a miss. Strikeout would be huge here.
Yeah, bottom dropped out there on that pitch. Braun swung through it. Count goes to 2-2.
Butcher, the lefty, looks into Lawrence, ready to go. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one's in the dirt. Another nice stop there by Lawrence. And another full count here for Kendra Butcher.
Braun just looking to do something here and put the ball in play, maybe drive the run in.
Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4. Runners at the corners. First walk issued by Butcher. That'll bring up Rebecca Harkey, the right fielder, who struck out for out number 1 in the first inning. That after CM scored their run. Harkey, Hardy, and Griffith couldn't do anything with runners at second and third, and no one out. First pitch on the way. That one's outside and called a strike. Lawrence jumps up, looks Zupan back to third base, as she was trying to sneak down the line a little bit. Butcher ready to go with the 0-1. Here it is. High. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. 1 out in the inning. We're in the top of the third. 1-0 in favor of Civic Memorial. they are looking for more. Collinsville needs to keep it right here. 1-1 the count to Harkey. Butcher's ready with the next, and here it is. High. Throw down to second base, and Martinez cut that one off right behind the pitcher's mound. So Braun down to second base.
Yeah, it's probably just a matter of time before Braun took that base. Canucks were trying to bait her into going to second there and see if Zupan would break for home from third.
2-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a high fly foul territory. Simpson grabs it, and that's a good out right there.
Yeah, pitch really cut in there on Harkey, and she swung on it. Just all she could do was pop it up there, foul, and didn't go too far as Simpson caught it.
2 outs in the inning. Allie Hardy will step up. The left fielder grounded out to Butcher her first time up. Collinsville would like to keep this right here. That'll be a big momentum boost going back up to the plate in the third. But there's a shot down the first base line. That one's foul. It kept slicing as it kept moving through the air. That could have been dangerous if it was about 4 more feet to the left. Started off in fair territory, but by the time the flight ended, it was in foul territory. So a long strike. 0-1 the count. Butcher's ready with the next. Outside, and it gets away, and Lawrence chases it down and is not going to get there in time to get the runner, and it is now 2-0 in favor of CM.
Handcuffed Lawrence there just a little bit. Didn't seem like it was going to go too far at first, and just kept tailing away there, and she got a late start to get the ball there, and Zupan comes in to score. Tough way to give up that second run without a hit over the ball and play it anyway.
Well, that will hurt. We'll see how long, as that extends the lead to 2-0. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on the batter Hardy. And Hardy stands in, ready for the next delivery from Butcher. Here comes the 1-2. Outside, ball 2, 2-2. Braun moved up to third on the play. So a runner at third, 2 outs. 2-0 in favor of Civic Memorial. Butcher readies herself for a 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a foul up against the fence in front of the Eagles dugout. And we'll do it all over again. 2-2 the count. Butcher brings it. Ball 3. A little bit low. Elevate that pitch just a little, and you get a strikeout called over the outside corner. Another full count. Here's the payoff pitch. Swinging a chance. Nope, right up the middle. Thought Tarrant was going to get there for a moment, but that ball had a lot of juice behind it, and another run comes home as Braun comes in to score on an RBI single by Hardy.
She got a lot on that one, hit it up the middle. Nothing Tarrant can do to get to it. Run was going to score. Braun comes in to score, and Griffith will come up to bat. Try to keep it going for CM.
Runner at first and 2 outs. Couple of base hits in the inning, including a triple. There's a foul ball back to the CM dugout once again.
Kahok Bats will have to do a little more. They've gotten 3 hits through 2 innings, but they've all come with 2 outs. Get some runners on earlier in the inning.
Butcher ready with the 0-1 pitch, swinging a fly ball. That one's going to drop in, and it's going to be fair. Right down the first base line, over the first base bag, and then Becker boots it, and she has to go chase it down. In the meantime, there's a play at the plate, and safe is going to be the runner. And CM takes a 4-0 lead.
Ends up hitting the ball the other way right along the line there, and as Becker came in to glove it, it scooped between her legs there and took her a long time to recover on that before she got to the ball, and Griffith ends up all the way at third, and Hardy comes around to score from first.
Well, Griffith is at third base. She reached with a single over to third on the error. The run scores on an error too, so that's an unearned run for Butcher, but it doesn't matter. Can't get that third out. Here is Ella Middleton, the second baseman for CM, swinging a chance for Martinez over at second. She'll throw over to Simpson at first base for the out, but damage has been done as 3 runs come across the plate on 3 base hits in this inning, and we head now to the home half of the third inning. Collinsville with some work to do as Civic Memorial has a 3-0 lead.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Time to thank some more of our sponsors. How about the City of Collinsville? You can check out the City of Collinsville's Facebook page for information on upcoming events in the city. And as always, the City of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and they wish all district athletes good luck this sports season. If you would like information on any events hosted by the city, just head to Facebook, type in the City of Collinsville, head to events, and you will be able to be filled in. Bottom of the third is where we are, top of the order. For your K-Hawks, Lizzie Sauer, Adriana Hall, and R.J. Simpson. If anyone can get on, Riley Doyle with a chance to bat. First pitch from Wren is up high, ball 1. Lizzie rounded out to the third baseman Griffith in her first at bat. She's been kind of busy over there at the hot corner, Griffith has. Next pitch, Sauer swings right through it. 1-1.
Second time through the lineup here for the K-Hawks. Their second look at Wren.
Lizzie from the right side awaits the 1-1, and it's inside. Ball 2, 2-1. Wren ready with the next. That one's high. 3-1. You know what? Wren has pitched a lot of 3-ball counts here in this game, and Collinsville just can't capitalize. She's had, 3 players at a full count. Here we are, 3-1 on Sauer. Here is the 3-1, swing and a shot down the third baseline, right past the diving glove of Griffith. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Sauer, round second. She makes her way over to third base. The throw comes in and not in time. And Lizzie Sauer stands there with a leadoff triple here in the bottom of the third.
Nice to pull that straight on down the line. Third baseman couldn't get to it, and then left fielder pursued too much, rolls all the way to the wall. Hardy, by the time Hardy even got to the ball, Sauer was rounding second base.
Yes, she was, and once that ball got through, you know Sauer was off to the races. Here is Adriana Hall with a golden opportunity for an RBI. She slaps at it and sends it foul down the third base side. Hall looking for her first RBI of the year, so just 60 feet away, and she'll get her first one. Adriana struck out her first time up. That's the first full count of the game by Wren, and Adriana just kind of swung right through that last one and struck out. Up there with a chance to redeem herself. This one's outside, 1-1. don't know why, but Kendra Butcher's down in the bullpen warming up.
Maybe just working on some things they saw. Well, she's down by herself.
Next pitch. Outside. Ball 2, 2-1. Adriana Hall, the Kahawks left fielder, trying to get her team on the board with a runner at third base, nobody out, and that one's outside. She might not have a chance to get the runner home. R.J. Simpson waits on deck.
Yeah, Rin seems just a little more out of sorts here. This thing, she's really kicking at the dirt and going to the back of the circle before she comes up.
Here comes the 3-1. Bunt right in front, and Sauer stays over at first base, or excuse me, at third base. Now comes home, and she is safe as that ball just nicks off of the glove of Cox on the return throw, and Collinsville is on the board.
Ball stayed in front of Rin the whole time, so Sauer had to wait for that late start to it. And was just able to beat it out there at the last second there. The throw wasn't there anyway.
So Lizzie Sauer comes home to score. Here is R.J. Simpson. Looks at the first pitch outside. R.J. singled her last time up. Up there with the bases empty. 1 run home. 1-1 now the count. To the Kahawk first baseman, R.J. Simpson. Riley Doyle waits on deck. Next pitch. Swinging a chance for the first baseman right into the glove of Braun, and she just steps on the bag for out number 2. That will bring up Riley Doyle. Doyle also singled her first time up.
23, Riley Doyle.
Ren ready. Pitch. High. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. 2 outs in the inning, 1 run home. Swinging a foul ball that just trickles down the third base side. One the count to Riley Doyle. Here's the pitch from Wren. That's a off-speed pitch that just caught the outside corner.
Placement there, and with that slow speed there, Doyle wasn't expecting to be able to have to do anything with that one.
Next pitch stays high. 2-2.
Flies are here.
Big old fat one too. Just keeps on flying right in front of my window here. Swinging an excuse me foul ball. Out of play.
Pitch cutting in there on Doyle. A little late swing put on it. Just hits it foul.
2-2 the count. 2 outs in the inning. 1 run home for Collinsville. They'd like some more, but they need base runners. Here is the 2-2. Swinging another foul ball out of play.
Puts her head down, keeps fighting those off. Look for something better to hit.
Crack the window open here a little bit to get this fly to fly out of there, but he's not cooperating. Here's another 2-2. This one's low. 3-2. Wren has been working in and out of full counts all afternoon here. And her team's ahead, 4-1. Doyle awaits the 3-2 pitch from Wren, and here it is. Oh, called strike 3. Doyle thought she had a walk. That ends the inning, and we head to the 4th. Collinsville picks up a run, but Civic Memorial still has the lead. Eagles are up 4-1.
First National Bank of Waterloo. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo. Call Bill at 618-632-1010 or visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Let's thank my buddy Peyton Blaylock. If you're looking to buy a new home or sell your current one, you can trust the Blaylock team with Keller Williams Marquis with all of your real estate needs. If you buy or sell with the Blaylocks, by the way, they will donate $200 to your favorite Kahok Booster Club. Call Peyton or Emily today, 618-780-4622, or visit them online at www.blaylockteam.com. We have moved to the fourth inning, and Collinsville picks up a run, but Civic Memorial in that 3-run third inning has given them a lead of 4-1.
Looks like that warming up, you saw Butcher might have been getting Doyle ready to come in and catch, as Doyle's now in there catching, and it looks like Bel Marcella takes a spot at third.
All right.
Player number 12, Allie Halstead.
Marcella at third, and whoops, wrong one. No, that's right. Doyle behind the plate. So we hope everything's okay with Lawrence. Butcher back out onto the pitcher's circle, and it'll be Allie Halstead, the designated player. First up for CM, and first pitch misses. It'll be Halstead and Braylon Cox, then back to the top of the order, and Jenna Christensen. Butcher ready with the next offering. It's outside. Ball 2-0. Halstead grounded out to Darby Tarrant at shortstop, her first time up. Next one. I know there's room for you to go in there. Go that way. You are a stupid fly. I don't think I've ever really met a smart fly. 2-1 the count. Here's the next from Butcher, swinging a foul ball that stays at home plate. 2-2. See if a little prodding can get it done here.
Butcher looking for
next pitch.
Strikeout here.
There's a chance for Tarrant once again. Oh, goes right in between her legs.
Took a maybe half step too far to her left. Glove wasn't there.
So, another base hit here for CM. That's 6 base hits on the afternoon for the Eagles, and that brings up Braylon Cox, the catcher, who popped up to Kendra Butcher right inside of that pitcher's circle in her first at bat. Bunt attempt, and it's fouled back to the screen.
See him looking to get their run back here. Just move the runner along with the bottom of the order up.
I'm trying to help you out there, dude. Runner at first. Here's a pitch. It's outside. One and one. Runner at first. Butcher. Ready with the next. In the dirt. Nice job by Doyle back there behind home plate.
Definitely wanted to keep this one on the ground. At worst, you get that force out at second.
Butcher ready with the next. Outside, called strike. Snap throw down to first base, and back in time was Halstead. 2-2 now the count. To Cox. Butcher looks into Doyle, has her sign, brings it. High fly ball, center field. Backing up is Sauer, and she is there with the catch. Back to first base is Halstead. That's one of the first fly balls to the outfield we've seen in this game.
Yeah, both pitchers have done a good job of getting the batters to keep it on the ground.
Now batting for the Eagles.
That one went high and far, but not far enough. Sauer makes the easy catch.
It's back up to the top of the order, and Jenna Christensen. Christensen singled and scored in the first and grounded out to Kendra Butcher back in the third. One out, runner at first base. 4-1, Eagles with the lead. Outside, ball one.
Don't think he got it.
No, he's still hanging out. Butcher ready with the next. There's a chance at third base for Marsala. In the dirt it goes. Nice job coming off the bag down there for Simpson, or else that ball would have went into foul territory and everybody would still be running. But the error will put Halstead over at second base, and Christensen makes it to first on the second error of the game by Collinsville here.
Center fielder number 14.
That'll bring up Kelby Zupan, the center fielder. She has singled and tripled and has scored a run here in this game. Butcher looks in. Swinging a high fly ball. This one's going to stay on the infield. Simpson calls for it and makes the catch. Infield fly rule was in effect anyway, so that would have been an automatic out. It is 2 outs, and Gracie Brown, first baseman for Civic Memorial. She had an RBI in the first, reaching on a fielder's choice, walked, stole a base, and scored in the third. First pitch to her. Right back to Kendra Butcher. Collinsville's going to get out of this inning with no damage done after the first two reach. We now head to the home half of the fourth inning, and Collinsville still has some work to do. Kahawks are looking better. They're trailing by 3 runs. Eagles right now up by a score of 4-1.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
More sponsors to thank for you. How about Chapman Trucking, LLC? Chapman Trucking, LLC is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 9 years of experience, Chapman Trucking can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt boulders, and more. And that includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net. Heather Martinez will lead things off here for Collinsville. It's the middle of the order for the Kahawks. Martinez, Brakebill, and Butcher. As Collinsville looks to add on to that one run they picked up last half inning. Here is Wren. Pitches up high, ball one.
Last half inning, Warren Kahawks were about to get into a mess there, but Butcher put the quick into that.
Yeah, nice job getting out of that after the first two reached. Next pitch in there for called strike, 1-1. Heather Martinez grounded out to the third baseman Griffith her first time up. So I have about half of the girls playing for Collinsville today. This one's inside. Wren, ready to go. Here's the pitch. Swinging a shot down the third base line, but that one's foul. Straighten that one out, and Heather would have been running for days.
Yep, one that hung up there just a little bit, but a little too early on it.
So Wren readies herself again in the pitching circle, and here's the next pitch to, oh, there's Griffith again, snagging that ball and throwing over to third base. Let's just not hit it to her. How about that?
Played it well there. Martinez straightened it out there a little bit from the last pitch, but over right there to Griffith for the out.
And she has made 4 putouts in this game, has Griffith over at third base. Plus, she had the one pop out of her glove. That was hit by Lawrence. She's been very busy over there and a very steady job as well. Swing and a miss. Swung right through it, did Sam Brakebill. Brakebill grounded out to Christensen at shortstop. Her first time up when she led off the second inning. Kendra Butcher in the on-deck circle. Strike called. Butcher is also grounded out to Griffith over at third base.
Well, they make quick work to Brakebill there. Never even swings the bat, looks at 3 strikes, and down she goes.
Yeah.
Kendra Butcher.
2 outs, and it's up to Kendra Butcher. That is the 3rd strikeout on the afternoon for Wren.
Oh,
hey, finally. The fly finally vacates the press box. Butcher with a 1-0 count in her favor, swings through the next delivery, and it's 1-1. Pitcher to pitcher here. Wren to Butcher. Here's the next. Outside, ball 1. Butcher from the left side. Ready again. Strike. That one hits the outside corner. I don't know, it looked a little high as well. So Butcher down to her last strike. She needs something to keep this inning going and give her teammates a chance to chip back in this game. Kahawks trail 4-1. Pitch misses outside. Another full count from Wren. She's had a good half a dozen of those today. Here's the next. Swinging a chance for the shortstop. Eats her up a little bit, but nice job by Christensen to stay with it. And the inning comes to a close, a 1-2-3 inning for Wren and the Civic Memorial Eagles. We will head now to the 5th inning. Collinsville still trailing by 3.
I'm a random windstorm. Shaky, 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 shaky. Shaky, shaky. And if you got cut rate insurance, you could be picking up this tab yourself. So get Allstate. You could save some cash and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands? Call me, Mike Cluck with Allstate, for a quote today.
Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call 346-4884.
Todd Duke, Chris Kettler back with you from the Collinsville Sports Complex, right behind the water plant, the one that is old and will be shut down sometime this year as they get ready to transfer everything across the street. Also across the street, Collinsville Middle School. And we are ready to get things going here in the top of the 5th inning, and it'll be Rebecca Harkey, Allie Hardy, and Kate Griffith here in the 5th inning for Civic Memorial. Getting kind of late here. Collinsville needs to keep things right where they are and then chip away in the final 3 innings they have at the plate. All up to Kendra Butcher and the company behind her. Here is the first pitch. It's outside, called a ball. And for Allie Hardy, she grounded out back to Kendra Butcher back in the first and then singled and scored in the third. Knocked in a run when she singled as well. Butcher ready to go. Next pitch. That one's a called strike on the outside corner. That was way outside, but we'll take it.
Umpire gives her the corner that time. Take the strike to even up the count.
1 ball, 1 strike it is. Here's the next from Butcher. That one's a little bit low and inside. Butcher. Ready with the next offering to Hardy. And a chance at shortstop for Darby Tarrant. She's up with it. And over to first for the out.
Not much Harky could do with that one. Cutting inside on her. Ground out to Tarrant.
That'll bring up Allie Hardy, the left fielder.
Now batting for Civic, the left fielder, number 35, Allie Hardy.
Actually, Harkey struck out and popped up. I was looking at the wrong player there in that last one. It's Hardy who grounded out, singled, and scored. She's ready to go. So is Butcher. Here's the pitch. High fly ball. This one is going to be handled by Adriana Hall right near the third baseline in the outfield, and quickly there are 2 away.
Yep, got way under that one, and just about went foul. Adriana Hall tracked it down there in left field.
That will bring up the girl who's doing a fantastic job manning the hot corner here today, and that is Kate Griffith. Griffith is grounded out and singled, but her stellar play at third base has kept Collinsville from scoring any more than the 1 run they have. That one's outside. Ball 1. Well, Collinsville threw that game onto the schedule this coming Friday against Joliet West. Next one is in there for a strike. If they wouldn't have done that, Collinsville's next 6 games would have been on the road. At Jerseyville, at Belleville East, at Mater Dei, at Edwardsville, at O'Fallon, and at Belleville West. Those were the next 6 games on the schedule before they threw that home game on there Friday. Swing and a miss by Griffith. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Butcher looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Hasn't had one of those since the second. That's the only 1-2-3 inning that Kendra and her teammates have had.
Hopefully the weather stays good and Joliet can get down here and get that game in.
That one's a little bit low. I believe so. I think it's supposed to be, we got a chance of rain tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. After that, I think we're looking at temperatures in the middle to lower 60s for the next week. I will take it. I'm ready to ditch the coat. I'm ready to stop wearing hoodies. 2-2 pitch. Swinging another chance for Darby Tarrant. She has to charge it. Throws, and in time for the out. Nice stretch over there by Simpson, and it is indeed a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the home half of the 5th. Kahawks trailing by 3. Need some runners.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611 online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Let's thank Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether you're building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor that you can trust. They provide the highest quality. They are dedicated to their customers and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 407-5466 or online at pacedesignconstruct.com. Bel Marsala will lead things off here for Collinsville in the 5th. Looking at my scoreboard, I never did change that, did I? Yeah, I did. I don't know why I didn't say that on my scoreboard. All right, Marsala comes in from the right side, takes a strike.
Marcella took over in the 4th, over at third base, switched out with Doyle, who came in to catch, and now it's their first at bat.
And she will promptly get a base hit, a little Texas League blooper, right over the outstretched glove of Middleton over at second base, and that is the start that you're looking for when you are trailing by 3 runs. That will bring up Darby Tarrant. Marsala, by the way, came into that at bat looking for and receiving her first base hit. Nice to get that first one out of the way. Here is Darby Tarrant from the left side. She'll bunt foul. Darby, in her only plate appearance, has grounded out back to the pitcher. 5th hit for Collinsville. Need some runs to go along with those hits. Kahawks trail by 3. Good start here to the 5th inning with a leadoff single. Now Darby Tarrant up at the plate. Squares around to bunt, takes it back, takes ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Thursday is the next game here for Collinsville. Swinging a foul ball. This one's behind the screen. This is going to be at Jerseyville on Thursday before they squeeze that game in Friday here against Joliet West. Next week, 3 games in a row, 26th, 27th, and 28th at Belleville East, at Mater Dei, and at Edwardsville. That's a tough 3-game trip right there, man. Outside, down to second base is the runner Marsala, and she is safe.
Wacky start to the conference schedule there.
Yeah.
The first 4 on the road. But it'll all even out in the end. Play everybody home and away twice.
2-2 the count to Tarrant. She'll swing and right back to Wren it goes. She'll look the runner back at second, throw to first, and then Marsala takes off and a head first slide into third base. She's safe. And Collinsville with another run just 60 feet away.
Steals second, then moves up there on the ground out to third.
Back to the top of the order here for Collinsville, and Lizzie Sauer. Lizzie scorched a triple her last time up and came around to score the only Kahawk run thus far.
Like to see something here to get the ball in play, drive in this run.
First pitch, swing and a miss.
Get that second run on the board.
Big gap in left center field because left fielder Hardy doesn't want to get burned again. So giving up a little room over there. And the 0-1 pitch to Sauer, swinging a high fly ball. This one's going to be in foul territory, and it lands before any one of the 3 Eagles players could converge on it. And it's just a long strike, 0-2 the count to Sauer, the Kahawk center fielder. Grounded out to Griffith at third to lead off this game. Wren is ahead in the count, and she brings the 0-2 home. Swinging a foul ball back to the screen. Good job by Sauer. Keeping herself alive. Wren back in the circle. She kicked so much dirt around that pitcher circle you can't even tell there's a pitching rubber out there. Another foul ball straight back. Sauer's all over it.
And she seems to do that when runners get on a little more. She kicks up a little more dirt.
Yeah, kind of rubs her foot and stacks up the dirt in front of the rubber. Wren, ready, so Sauer. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball that gets away. Sauer's going to run to first, and coming in to score is Marsala.
Well, that works out there for the Kahawks.
Sure
Sauer
does.
strikes out, but she'll get to first, and ball goes all the way to the backstop, and Marsala comes in to score.
So Lizzie Sauer over at first base, even though she has a strikeout. That'll bring up Adriana Hall. Hall sacrificed Lizzie Sauer home her first time up, a little infield punch back right to the pitcher, and that allowed Sauer to come home and score. Here is Adriana Hall. She squares around the bunt, takes it back, takes the ball high. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. Lizzie Sauer has some speed, too, over at first base.
Now the umpire is
drawing a line in the sand.
Recreating the batter's box line.
Yeah. No.
The batter's box are long gone by now in the 5th inning of a game.
Yeah.
Which part line is she going to abide by here?
Here comes the next pitch to Hall. She slaps at it, hits it foul. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1 out in the inning, 1 run home, 1 runner on over at first base. Collinsville trailing by 2 now. Adriana Hall steps back in, ready to go with the 1-1 pitch. Here it is, high. No win, so it would be a good day for some home run action if you can get behind one. Here is the 2-1 to Hall. She'll swipe right through it. And 2-2.
Yeah, but half a swing there, committing to it late. So the
If you're going to sacrifice, sacrifice. If you're going to swing, swing. High, ball 3. 3-2. Not the first time today that Wren has got a Kahawk hitter into a full count. And I have a feeling it won't be the last. She's been doing that pretty much all game. I would venture to say, if I kept track of those kind of things, that she's done that at least once an inning. There's a bunt. That one's a beauty. That's going to stay down at home, and there is nowhere for Griffith to go. What a great piece of bunting there by Adriana Hall.
That's what she's trying to do with that swing she has. It's a bunt, pretty much, and it doesn't go too far. And 2 on for the Kahawks for Simpson. Tying run is aboard.
R.J. Simpson had her fair share of home runs last year. One right now would be beautiful.
She had a couple in that cold in Waterloo.
Oh, yeah,
last
I
year.
remember that, yeah. Scorched one. R.J. singled in the first and grounded out unassisted to Braun at first base in her last at bat. Here is R.J. First pitch, up high, ball 1. Runners on at first and second. Sauer down at second, Hall over at first. Tying run on at first. Go-ahead run up at the plate. R.J., the lefty, awaits. Looks at one low. Good eye, ball 2. Kendra Butcher waits on deck. No, she does not. No.
Be Doyle.
Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong one here. Simpson takes a strike. Riley Doyle waits on deck.
Hit one hard, kid. Hit one hard.
2-1 the count to R.J. Simpson. Here's the pitch. Swinging a chance for the shortstop. Over to second base for 1 out. Not in time. No return throw, as a matter of fact, by Middleton. So 2 outs in the inning and runners at the corners.
That was one she couldn't drive there, and just hits it into the hole there. It's short, and CM will settle for the out at second. Be tough to drive that one.
Simpson at first. Sauer moves over to third. Out on the play was Adriana Hall, and to the plate, Riley Doyle has singled and struck out in this game. And timeout called. A little conversation in the pitching circle for Civic Memorial. They bring in everybody on the infield. All the outfielders converge on Zupan out there in center. Runners on the corners. 2 outs. Collinsville has got to run home this inning, but we need a couple more just to tie it up. And that tying run is over at first base.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I've gotten a few base hits there with 2 outs. Time for another one.
We need it. Riley Doyle ready to go after that conversation comes to a close in the pitcher's circle. Wonder why he put a line over for the left-handed batters, but he doesn't do it for the right-handed ones. Wren ready. Here's the pitch. Swinging a shot right back up the middle, and it's through. 1 run is going to score. On the way to third base is R.J. Simpson. She's in there. The ball gets away, but Wren is behind to back up the play, and down to second goes Riley Doyle after an RBI single. Collinsville 1 run away from tying this thing up.
Good piece of hitting there. Kept the ball high enough to get up over the pitcher's shoulder and right over second base. Doyle ends up all the way to second. Simpson's at third as Sauer scores there.
Oh, and a high fly ball on the run is the center fielder, and a nice job there by Zupan. She got a great break off the crack of the bat and full steam ahead and caught that ball and puts the inning to a close. But Collinsville gets a couple of runs back here in that inning, and we head now to the top of the 6th, a little bit closer. CM has themselves a 4-3 lead.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
Todd Duke and Chris Kettler are back with you. Looks like the JV game is over. How come the JV girls get finished before we do all the time? What's up with that?
Well, I think they start early most of the time, number one.
Yeah.
And I don't know, so maybe, well, last time it was a 10-run game. Maybe it was again today.
Could be. We'll find out here in a minute as soon as somebody comes up and lets us know. It's the bottom of the order here for Civic Memorial. Ella Middleton, Allie Halstead, and Braylon Cox. Right now it's Middleton, 0 for 2 on the afternoon for Middleton with a strikeout and a ground out. Butcher behind 1-0, and now the count is even at 1-1. Butcher back in the circle, trying to keep things right where they are. Collinsville has battled back and got into this game with win 1 run. 2 more at bats coming up for Collinsville, so keeping it right here is imperative. 2-1 the count to Middleton. Butcher looks in, has her sign, brings it. Swinging a foul ball, and leaving things out at 2-2.
Hi, buddy.
Hi. How you doing?
Butcher.
What was the score of your game?
Ready to go.
15-0, we won.
Okay.
15-0?
15-0.
Wow.
JV1. Coach Smitling said.
That's maybe why it ended early. They only played 4 innings. There's a foul ball out of play. It almost hits a couple of Civic Memorial spectators down there. So JV wins 15-0. I know they won their first game, 13-1 or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't catch any scores on Saturday.
No, I didn't hear anything either. Butcher with a 2-2 pitch in the dirt and outside. Full count. Getting kind of late. We're in the 6th. Collinsville scoring a couple of runs in their half of the 5th to get this into a 1-run game. And a strike 3 called on the outside corner of Ella Middleton. Second time that Middleton's got caught looking at the 3rd strike. And for Kendra Butcher, that is her 3rd strikeout.
3 strikeouts got Middleton twice, both times looking.
And it'll bring up Allie Halstead, the designated player, has grounded out and singled. And Butcher is ready with the first to Halstead. Bunt right back here and into the netting.
A second I forgot that netting was there. I thought it was going to hit the building.
Yeah, they put that netting in this year, didn't they?
Oh.
Or was it last year?
I think it was there before.
Was it? I don't remember it being there, but I don't pay attention to really things like that. Allie Halstead back in, waiting the 0-1 pitch from Butcher. Here it is, swinging a chance for Darby Tarrant. She charges, she scoops, and she throws, and it's in time for out number 2. That'll bring up Braylon Cox. Cox also 0 for 2 with a pop-up to the pitcher Butcher. That was back in the 2nd inning, and in the 4th, a pop fly out to Lizzie Sauer.
7 straight gotten out now for Butcher here against CM.
Butcher's ready, swinging another chance over at 3rd this time. Oh, and out. Nice play over there by Belmar Sala, and back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings will bring Collinsville quickly back to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th inning, with CM still up by a score of 4-3.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, and accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs, sauces, and they donate 25 cents of each unit sold to first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com. Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville, online, weshipstlouis.com, or call 346-4884.
Welcome back to the broadcast booth here at the Collinsville Sports Complex. We have a pitching change as Ella Middleton is going to come in and take over the pitching duties here for Caitlin Wren. And, okay, now we got a girl. I was wondering, I got a girl out here with a hoodie on. What's up with that?
Middleton was playing second base earlier, so now we got a new girl on second base. It had 6 on the hoodie, but now she's taking the hoodie off and see if that's really her number, if we can catch her back.
We'll see if that's right. Because I thought I had a number 1 and a number 2. I do.
That's 2.
Okay, I got number 2 is Melina Wade.
2.
2, Melina Wade. And Sam Brakebill will lead things off here for Collinsville. It'll be Brakebill and Kendra Butcher and Belmar Sala, if anyone can get on. Darby Tarrant, the number 9 hitter, will bat here for Collinsville. We'll see what Ella Middleton has to offer for the Eagles in the pitching circle as Collinsville tries to battle back and come back and win their first game of the year. There's a good try, and that one goes all the way up against the fence, down the third base line for Brakebill. She is going to pull into second base with an easy stand-up double.
Well, I guess Samantha did her homework there, watching Middleton warm up, or maybe some familiarity there. Drives the first one to left.
8th hit on the afternoon for Collinsville, and it's a big one. The tying run is out at second base. And Kendra Butcher will come up.
I think Coach Swipp is going to bring in a different runner.
Well, going to bring in Natalie Becker. Need a little bit more speed out there, right? That's the tying run. Butcher can help herself out here. Kendra has grounded out twice in this game.
Looks might be looking to get a bunt down here, move her to third.
Take it, third base with one out would be nice. Wasn't squaring around above, but the ball gets away. Not gonna need a bunt now, as Becker is into third base on a pass ball.
Well, the first pitch from Middleton gets driven to left, and then the second pitch ends up as a pass ball, and the runner ends up at third. 2 pitches, and there's a runner at third.
Tying run just 60 feet away. Butcher with a chance, and she's going to do it. Even if this ball is caught, which I don't think it is, it's up against the wall. Over the head of Hardy, out in left field, and Kendra Butcher has tied this game up with an RBI double. Back-to-back doubles for the K-Hawks.
Back-to-back doubles in 3 pitches. Doesn't work out for Middleton here, and that'll bring the coach out here to talk about it with the Eagles infield. They might be bringing
Yeah, it looks like they're going to bring Wren back in, yeah.
Well, so much for that. Wren will come back in.
Yep. Well, Wren's going to come back in, and it looks like Wade is going to play about 3 pitches of second base and come back into the bench. And Middleton will go back out to take over at second.
Well, the coach thought better of that. Substitution. Just undoing it all there after the K-Hawks tied up, and bring Bell Marcel up here after this.
9th hit on the afternoon for Collinsville has produced the tying run. We are knotted at 4. Still no one out. And Bell Marsala will come up with the go-ahead run down at second base. They're going to let Butcher run for herself.
Yes, she stays in there.
And the ball gets back to the screen. And Butcher is going to be over to third base. And the go-ahead run now just 60 feet away here for Collinsville. That one's a wild pitch, so a pass ball and a wild pitch here in this inning.
2 different pitchers. There's only been 4 pitches thrown in this inning.
Yeah. Collinsville with a chance to take the lead here. Marcella is going to send one to center field. That is caught by Zupan, and the throw home is not in time, and Collinsville takes the lead.
Driven straight away center there by Bell Marcel is enough to drive in that run from third. Following the wild pitch. Disastrous inning for CM. They'll have to do some work in the 7th. The K-Hawks take the lead and 3 outs away from a win.
Well, Darby Tarrant's due up next, but it looks like we may have a substitution here.
Yeah, she came up there, now has been told to go back by Coach Swipp.
Looks like Abby Crane has got a bat.
Abby Crane making her way out of the dugout.
Yep.
Your attention, please. Now batting for the Kahawks, number 19.
Maybe her
Abby Crane.
first at bat.
She has one plate appearance, and that's it. One at bat and nothing. No walk, no hit. So a chance to get her an at bat here with the bases empty and one out. Collinsville leading 5-4. So Abby Crane comes in. First pitch, CC's is in there for, nope. Thought the referee or the umpire was going to raise his hand there.
Yeah, she batted second game against Normal. Popped out to short.
Here's the next pitch from Wren. This one's in there for a strike, so 1-1 the count.
Come on, kid, hit one hard. Come on.
Pete Hoffman, everybody. Wren's ready with the next. That one's a called strike. It was a little high, but 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Next pitch from Wren. Strike 3 called. Abby Crane comes in and looks at 3 and goes down. That's the 5th strike on the afternoon for Wren. And back to the top of the order we go with Lizzie Sauer. Sauer has scored 2 runs here in this game. Triple back in the 3rd. She came around to score on an infield ground out by Hall. Here's a swing and a miss by Sauer.
Maybe just got a piece right there. I think they called a foul.
She struck out in her last at bat, but reached first base after the ball got away from the catcher and then came around to score. How important was that?
Big run there that cut it down, lead down to 1.
Next from Wren. Swing and a miss. At this point, Wren's probably thinking, hey, coach, why'd you take me out? 0-2 the count. But the damage has been done. Hopefully it'll hold. All Kendra Butcher needs to do is come in and record 3 outs. High fly ball. Back on the run is Zupan at center field. She circles. She's under it, and she has it. A long fly ball out on the warning track there by Lizzie Sauer. Inning comes to a close, but not before Collinsville scores 2 runs to take the lead. We head now to the top of the 7th inning. Kahawks back in it, and they lead by a score of 5-4.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, Todd Duke and Chris Kettler along with you. 3 outs away from your Lady Kahawks, securing their first win of the year. By the way, the history between these two clubs does favor Collinsville. 14-10 the Kahawks are over the last 19 years. We told you about that 13-1 win last year. The last time Collinsville lost to Civic Memorial was a 7-6 loss. That was at the Bethalto Sports Complex back on March the 21st of 2016. So it's been almost 3 years since Collinsville has lost to Civic Memorial, and they were losing this one for most of the day, but they have the lead now, and here we are. A swing and a foul ball down the third base side. We'll do it all over again. Top of the order here for CM. Jenna Christensen, Kelby Zupan, and Gracie Braun. Christensen singled and scored in the first, grounded out in the third, and reached on an error but was stranded in the fourth.
Hawks down 4-0 in this game in the third. You're thinking.
There's a shot up the middle. Tarrant stops it, but she's not going to be able to do anything with it. Keeps it from going into the outfield, but that's the best she can do. And on at first base with an infield hit is Jenna Christensen. 7th hit on the afternoon for CM.
Christensen speedy there. Tarrant really never had any shot. So the tying run on to lead off the 7th for CM.
There is Kelby Zupan, who's had a good day at the plate. Single and a triple. Last time, though, she popped up to first base. And Collinsville looking for a double play ball. First pitch is in there for a strike. Runner bluffs to run over at first base. Martinez was coming in to cover while Simpson was charging in from first looking for a bunt. Zupan awaits the next from Butcher. Here it is. A foul bunt, stays at home plate.
See him looking to bunt the runner over here, but now Zupan falls behind 0-2. See if they try to keep the bunt on.
Oh, and 2 the count to Kelby Zupan, the center fielder for Civic Memorial. Next pitch from Butcher, outside. Jenna Christensen on over at first base. Reached on the infield single. That represents the tying run for the Eagles. Collinsville wants to keep her right there or maybe erase her in a double play. Butcher ready with the 1-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. Snap throw down to first base. Not in time. Nice play by Riley Doyle, man. She's got that quick release.
Well, CM fails to move the runner over. Zupan striking out, and now Braun.
That's the 4th strikeout for Kendra Butcher on the afternoon. And that brings up Braun. Braun grounded out her last time at bat. Before that, she walked and scored. Also stole a base. And knocked in the game's first run way back in the first inning. Scoring Christensen, who's on at first base again. Butcher is ready with the 1-0. Here it is. A little bit low. Doyle springs up again as if to throw over to first base, but no throw this time. 2-0 the count. Butcher ready with the next offering. Here it is. That's a strike on the outside corner. Throw over to first base. You are out. Out over at first base.
What a pickoff there. A great tag by Simpson.
2-3 on the pickoff.
Devastating pickoff for CM. And
you are not kidding there. Nobody on base now, 2 outs, and just one more batter to get here for Kendra Butcher. She's behind this Butcher. Here's the 2-1. Swinging a chance for Butcher to end it. Back to her, over to first. Collinsville wins 5-4 to pick up their first win of the 2019 season.
Well, it all falls apart there very quickly for CM. Like they were threatening here in the 7th, but the Chaos with a come-from-behind win, down 4-0 in the 3rd. They win 5-4.
Nicely done. That brings us into our post-game show, brought to you by Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area for generations. Cullip Jennings is. Cullip Jennings Florist is located at 517 West Clay Street. You can stop in for weekly specials. Right now it's all about spring. They have a wide variety of fresh spring flowers. You pick out what you want, throw it into a vase, all for $25 to $35 depending on which flowers you pick. For more information on that special or anything else that Cullip Jennings has to offer, give them a call at 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com. K-Hawks win 5-4. Post-game show heads your way next on the K-Hawks Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof, maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611 online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
I'm a random windstorm. Shaky, 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 shaky. Shaky, shaky. And if you got cut rate insurance, you could be picking up this tab yourself. So get Allstate. You could save some cash and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Mayhem is
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611 online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com.
We welcome you back into the Cullip Jennings Florist post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network as Collinsville wins here this afternoon. They pick up their first win on the year and now are 1-3 on the season after a 5-4 win over Civic Memorial. Collinsville with 5 runs on 9 hits. They committed 2 errors and left 5 base runners on. While Civic Memorial had 4 runs, they picked up 7 hits, no errors by the Eagles, and they left 5 runners on base as well. Collinsville got runs in the 3rd inning. They got that one after a triple by Lizzie Sauer, and then she was brought home on an Adriana Hall sacrifice infield hit, or not a hit, but right back to the pitcher. But at any rate, Sauer waited the pitcher, looked her back over, and then when Wren threw over to first base, Sauer took off and scored Collinsville's first run. This was after CM got a run in the 1st inning and then 3 in the 3rd. So Collinsville at that point was down 4-0 before that first run came across. It would be all the way till the 5th inning before Collinsville made some more noise. They scored 2 runs in the 5th inning and then 2 more in the 6th inning, and then held on in that 7th inning for a win. In that 5th inning, it was a leadoff single by Belle Marsala. She stole second base, went to 3rd on a infield ground out by Darby Tarrant, and then came around to score later on a single by Adriana Hall. Lizzie Sauer also reached base in that inning, went to first base after a called 3rd strike, got away from the catcher Cox, and then Sauer came around to score in that inning as well. And then 2 more runs came across in the 6th inning, and Chris Keller, that was a nice come-from-behind win by the girls.
Yeah, what you like to see. They learned what they learned last week in the 3 losses, but fall behind here again today, but battle back with some good luck there in the late innings.
Yes, they did, and you know what? They're going to be road warriors here for a little while. They go to Jerseyville, Thursday this week, and then they had that Friday game against Joliet West before they have 5 more on the road, including the conference opener at Belleville West next week. That'll be that's a tough schedule right there, man. At Belleville East, at Mater Dei, and at Edwardsville, all next week, all in back-to-back days. That's going to be road warrior test stuff right there.
Yep, softball teams can do that. They play all those games in a row. They'll be ready for it, but it's tough when they're all on the road. You got to get out of school a little early every time, and it's a lot to go through throughout the week there with school and all that, but something you got to deal with.
It is.
Going on the road. It happens throughout the season.
Well, it looks like the meeting out on the outfield is broken up, but I don't have anybody coming up to talk to me, so we'll go ahead and end it right here. Thank you, Chris Kettler, for your work. We appreciate it, and I guess we will see you Thursday at soccer.
Yeah, you'll see me there, but I won't be on the air with you, but
right.
Yeah, you'll see me there.
Yeah, okay. All right, thank you. That is Chris Kettler. My name is Todd Duke. That's going to do it for us. Our next live stream is baseball action. That will come your way Wednesday afternoon from Woodland Park over at Fletcher Field, and the opponent is Triad. We'll be on the air around 4:15 with the pregame show, and until then, my name is Todd Duke. Everyone have yourselves a fantastic evening.